What's up guys, welcome to Voldora-kun. From our previous episode, we have seen Hinata and the Holy Knights asking for forgiveness. If you haven't watched the previous episodes, I will put the link in the description below. Just a quick warning, these videos contain spoilers from the light novel. I also want to share to you my YouTube membership, Voldora's Loyal Knights. For more details, just click the join button below. Also, don't forget to join our Discord community, Voldora-kun Subordinates. The link is in the description. See you there. So now in this video we will review what happened next, which is Rimuru getting drunk and them enjoying the night. But before we will proceed, please like, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Now without further ado, let's proceed with the video. Rimuru thinks it would be boring if they continue with the heavy atmosphere and the food is about to go cold. Also, he doesn't want to keep Voldora waiting because it might piss him off. Actually, Voldora wasn't supposed to require food at all, but since the day of his resurrection, he had been demanding food for some reason. He has a love for cakes and also other cuisines. Since that's the case, Rimuru decides to raise their cups. He announced, "Now then, let us raise our cups for the courageous battles fought by everyone here, cheers." It felt best to drink a cold beverage right after a bath. The female waitresses are all running around to refill wine for everyone. The Holy Knights would definitely be satisfied, and Rimuru's plan is accurate. The eyes of the Holy Knights widened in surprise once they took their first sip. They stole glances at their neighbor to see each other's expressions, seemingly moved by the delicious taste of the food. The main dish was tempura and some seafood. They even served the chopped-up sashimi on the tables. This was one of the many fruits of Shuna's labor. Preparing sashimi had become a specialty of Hakuru's. He wasn't present tonight, but several other chefs had also inherited his skill. Even though Rimuru went for a Japanese-style cuisine, most people still enjoyed eating it. Hinata, in particular, looked like she was having a life-changing moment. Unlike the knights who were not used to using chopsticks, Hinata was able to maneuver them to eat her meal. Then she turned her attention to Rimuru, likely noticing his attention on her. Hinata asked, "Aren't you going a bit overboard with all this?" And Rimuru asked back, "How is it going overboard?" Rimuru wasn't expecting this complaint and thought she was going to praise him. It kind of annoyed Rimuru, so he fired back. This triggered a rant that has been accumulated over time. Hinata ranted, "It's the same on the road to here. In serving ramen and dumplings, drinking areas with free water, grand bathhouses in the middle of nowhere, and now this, and now this. How did you even find sashimi in the middle of huge forest? And going out of your way to find these wild plants for tempura? Don't you find that crazy at all?" Hinata no longer had her calm composure as she finished her sentence in one breath. Rimuru answered, "Well, I wanted to eat it, so." But before he could finish, Hinata asked, "What?" And he continues, "Because I wanted to eat those foods, so I put in the effort to recreate them. And the sashimi, we're on good terms with the Beast Kingdom of Eurazania and they've got coastline, so I had some fish brought over. But right now we haven't figured out a logistics network for transporting cold storage products, that's why we are using skills to resolve the issue for now. I want to live luxuriously sometimes too." And Hinata asked, "Did you say skill?" And Rimuru nodded. The skill in question was gourmet. It was a unique skill possessed by Geld that granted him stomach to pass items between orcs. Transportation magic was usually unable to move food ingredients. However, Geld's skills were an exception. Hinata was baffled as she listened to Rimuru's explanation, not saying a word. She sighed and said, "Right, with a skill, you could transport that stuff without altering it at all. And there are many people in this nation that can use that skill. It's unbelievable how justified you seem utilizing skills of the public for personal exploit." Rimuru thinks it's rude, but didn't plan to argue with her anymore. Ruminas overheard their conversation and was obviously drunk, holding her wine glass, then interrupted, "It doesn't matter really, Hinata. No matter what the cause was, the fact of the matter is that all of these are delicious. Or at least, I like them quite a lot." Rimuru asked Ruminas, "Is our food suited for your appetite?" And she responds, "I do. Very much." The food is extraordinary, and the drink as well. Ruminas was downing the alcohol at alarming speed. This made Rimuru compare Ruminas to Milim. Milim was a voracious eater, while Ruminas was an impressive drinker. Noticing Rumina's actions, Rimuru said, "That's wonderful. But try to go easy, okay? Too much isn't good for you." Where Rumina's response, "Silly, even poison has no effect on me, so alcohol is no danger. I even had to try my hardest to lessen the effect of poison nullification, so I can get drunk off this." And Rimuru was surprised, "You can do something like that?" And she answers, "Of course. Stop talking silly there." Ruminas must have thought he was kidding, but he insisted her to teach him. Yet Wisdom King Raphael seemed to have some issue with that. But Rimuru didn't care, so he did what Ruminas taught and lowered his resistance. A sudden sense of drunkenness hit him the moment he did that. He thinks, "Here we go. That's the feeling of getting drunk." Voldoura looked quite proud and asked him, "Gahahaha. You couldn't even do that, Rimuru? I've already mastered that low level of trickery." Even Voldoura now looks like a complete drunkard. He said, "Right, then let's drink some more," and Rimuru agreed, "I'll drink with you then." And Ruminas added, "Silly boys. But if you two insist, I suppose I will have a refill as well." Shuna said, "Geez, Rimuru-sama," but still grinned and poured out the drink. They had rich variety of alcohols, and there were also refreshing beverages available. Haruna-san helped to refill for Voldoura and Louis to refill for Ruminas. As for Benimaru, Xian and Sowei, as well as the two Beastketeers and Holy Knight elites such as Arno, they seemed to be competing in some sort of drinking game. Some chatted with Rigard, while others made requests to the serving ladies for more food. Rimuru was also looking forward to the promotion their nation would get as their guests enjoyed the food and beverages. Moreover, the important thing was that this feast would be an opportunity to communicate, as he saw monsters and holy knights chatting with each other. He thinks it was a nice outcome, much better than his expectations. To good food and good life. In order to reach his goal, he has to strive to do his job well. It would be his duty in the future to protect these precious moments. As soon as he made up his mind, Voldoura and Ruminas disturbed his thoughts. Voldoura said, "What are you doing, Rimuru? Come, let me help you refill, let's get hammered today." And Ruminas added, "Yes, yes. You have the demon lord Ruminas accompanying you. So let's drink to our heart's content." Where Rimuru responds, "Whoa, chill out Voldoura." And Ruminas, "Aren't you a vampire? Why do you even need to eat and drink, and how did you end up so drunk?" And Ruminas interrupted, "Silence, you silly. Once I became an advanced species, I could replenish energy from normal food. Now hurry up and empty your cup." Rimuru wasn't able to do anything as they refilled his glass with the distilled wine made from magic black rice and forced to down it in one go. Hinata slanted her cold eyes at us, seemingly muttering, "Slow it down, you two." However, there was a tiny smile curled along the corners of her lips, but that might just have been Rimuru's drunken delusions. Rimuru thinks Hinata's smile looked pretty cute too, but let's keep that a secret. And just like that, it was tomorrow already. Rimuru's head hurt like hell. And Wisdom King Raphael responds, "Answer. Of course. It is the side effect of forceful reduction of resistance." Rimuru thinks that Raphael sounds quite pissed and sarcastic. Or he may be thinking too much, because there's no way he would be scolded by his own skill. Despite the hangover, there was an important meeting today. The future relations between the Tempest Federation and the Holy Empire Ruberios would depend on it. Rimuru hopes that a conclusion would be reached by the end of it. The venue changed to the usual large meeting room. The issue involving Pharma's kingdom, the real culprits had been executed. As for the Templar Knight Order who aided them, there was not even one survivor remaining. Even when the ministry should have taken responsibility, Rimuru have already accepted Hinata's apology. Moreover, the culprits responsible for the incident had already been taken care of. Rimuru didn't intend to fight with the Holy Empire Ruberios, unlike the Pharma's kingdom. As long as a friendly relationship could be formed, it was meaningless to ask them for reparations. They already admitted their faults, so rather than demanding reparations, they decided to try together to build a friendly relationship in the future. And that was honestly Rimuru's wish. He contemplated the matter as he awaited Rumina's and the rest. And that's it for my video. Now, it's shout-out time. Thank you to my members who rejoined Voldora's Loyal Knights. Thank you MJ League. Thank you Emlyn Needs. Thank you Game Hub. And thank you Wolf 333. I also want to thank my beloved existing loyal knights. Next, I want to give a shout out to my Discord boosters. Thank you for boosting the server twice. Thank you for boosting the server. Thank you so much everyone. See you on my next upload.